DKissWriting001 says, EdTech idea for validation. So I'm considering creating a course online generator. When I was part of the industry, I used my own unique framework to come up with course outlines that then needed to be developed or curated. The objective was to come up with an outline along with recommendations on content format and strategies that would lead to the development of an impactful and effective course. Mm-hmm. I see this being useful to any course creator. However, given AI recommend course outlines in seconds now, I'm wondering if people will still be interested. My belief is that my framework transformed into an algorithm will generate far more effective course outlines than basic prompts on ChatGPT would, but that is not my day job right now, so I can't afford to invest time and energy in testing this theory. I'd love to hear from folks in EdTech and from course creators whether they would consider a tool like this and see if it's useful to their jobs. So
I did this.
Oh, please. I was going to say from the side of creating courses using ChatGPT and the problems with that, but please go ahead.
We did that. When ChatGPT first came out, I wanted to see how it was, because my daughter's at a daycare and I'm very good friends with the owner, and they have to create basically framework for what they're going to teach throughout the year. They have to do, alphabets, like there's a letter of the week, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So just for fun, I decided to see if ChatGPT could develop the entire framework. And I just did a month because I didn't want to go into a full, I actually had it outline what to do for the year, but then we only created the details for the first month where it outlined it completely. Mm-hmm. And then I only did 1 week where we literally did all of it. Right.
Okay.
So my first attempt at it, and I brought this to her and she's like, this is pretty good, but it doesn't meet Pennsylvania standards. Okay. So I went back, told ChatGPT, it has to meet Pennsylvania standards, brought it back to her and she goes, oh yeah, it meets Pennsylvania standards. And not only does it meet the standards, it actually noted what standards it's meeting on all of it. And then we took the 1 week and we took the entire curriculum for that week. We had it develop everything that the teacher needed to know, all the games, all the, like even scripts for the teachers, materials needed, games they would play. We had it write a custom story to read. And all of this probably took me in total less than an hour.
Wow.
Right. But so for this DKIS, 100% of what you're saying in here is correct. If you don't understand the correct framework, AI can't build it properly. Right. So I was lucky enough that I had someone that I could go talk to that basically outlined what the framework was to create the curriculum.
Okay.
If I wouldn't have had that, I wouldn't have been able to get it to do it. Right.
At least not to the level of completion you got it.
Correct. Right. So same thing, like I developed a sales course back in the day. That's like a 14-week sales course. Mm-hmm. Right. So the other day, just for fun, I test this stuff way too much. I took the entire course and uploaded it into a custom GPT, along with some updated materials, some sales psychology, some research papers, and I had it develop a new course following the outline of my original course.
Okay.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty damn good.
Because you fed it the right information.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's really and this is what people need to understand with what she's talking about, for example, is that if you do not give it really, really good framework to work by, right? Like if you do not give it good writing prompts, if it doesn't understand what it's ultimately supposed to output, it is very hard to get that output. So what she is doing is basically a custom AI that specializes in outputting really good courses. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a market for it.
Okay.
I honestly think there's a market for it because people are building, I see it a ton, right? People are building these online courses. And then just for fun, every once in a while, I'll buy one and I'll look at it. And I'm like, oh, look at that. This is AI generated.
Oh, yeah.
First paragraph in, right? And then I read through it and I kind of skim through it and I go, okay, let's see. So someone developed a sales training, for example, that I downloaded. And I'm like, oh, let me see what they're doing. So I went in and I'm like, oh, This is the generic ChatGPT output. When you say, can you develop a sales training
Yeah.
course for me, right? Like there was nothing unique about it. It was
Yeah.
literally the generic version.
You know,
I was
and,
like-
and I've seen the internet, they're getting swamped with those.
Mhm.
There's so many of them because
Yeah.
people think, oh, I can go and build one too. I can write a book using
Yes.
ChatGPT, and it's easy to do,
Mhm.
but it's hard to get actually good results.
Yes.
And so the internet's becoming swamped with these things.
I told you that I built a gummy GPT, right?
Yeah, I know, Mr. Gummy.
Yeah.
Ask Mr. Gummy or whatever it was.
So I told you that I uploaded everything I have written over the last 10 years.
Yeah, and it writes just like you now.
I had it write the first chapter of my second book that I'd been wanting to write.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is good. Like, it's really good.
Right.
But it's because it has all the proper
But
framework.
most people don't know how to do that. They're not going to know how to create a custom GPT. They're not going to know how to upload all their stuff to it. They're not going to know how to train it, things like that. People are being told on TikTok and other things, here, go to ChatGPT, type this in, and you have a book.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't work like that. So what I was getting at is something like this for DKIS is now if they use your products, you can promote it as non-AI generated. Right? Because I'll bet you people are going to be looking for that.
I'm going to say I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Be okay with it being AI generated, right? Just make it better AI generated.
But then how do people tell the difference unless they actually buy it?
If you are a course creator and you get access to a course creating AI tool and because you may not understand how to get AI to build your course, right? Like you may not know how to do the proper prompts. You may not know what to feed it, but you know what a good course looks like.
Sure.
If she can work with someone to figure out how to put in all the proper prompts and feed it all the right information so that me as a course creator can go in and say, hey, here is my old course. I want to update it. And the AI already understands the difference between a good course and a bad course. AI can help you make a better course, right? So it's once again, people don't pay for information. They pay for structured information, right? Because all the information in the world is more or less available.
Yeah.
But if you don't know how to structure it, it's of no value. So understanding how to structure the prompts in order to get AI to create an actually good course, that's where the value is.
But again, my problem is that if you're going to be let's say you're the one good one and there's 100 others around you that are just typical AI courses, how do you stand out and be different then? So how do you let people know that you're the one that's good? And that's I think is the issue.
So I tend to believe that good products, when in a niche, once again, the Yeti theory, I talk about this all the time, right? Most people didn't know what Jasper was 5 years ago, right? We've been using Jasper for a while, right? Most people didn't know that Duolingo is based on the OpenAI platform,
right?
Like, so people were using the products because of their functionality, whether AI was there or not. Like they didn't know what this was. They didn't know that there was a ChatGPT coming, but we used the products because they were really good at it, right? So I think once again with this, because she is targeting people that are creating legit courses, right? She's not targeting the end user that's going to buy the course. She's targeting the person developing the course. And just like we used to use Jasper to write outlines for us, we were willing to pay for that tool because it did a good job at writing outlines.
Yeah.
If she develops a tool that's really good at formulating courses the right way, the people that are developing courses, you know the difference between a well-formulated course and a not, right?
Yeah.
And most of these that are built in generic ChatGPT AI type things are generic crap courses. Build a tool that doesn't build a crap course. Build the tool that allows me as a course creator to build a really good course. That's it. Like
But that doesn't require AI then, the course outline.
Well, if you want to develop the entire course, most people
don't. No. Oh, okay. I think we're okay. Now I think we're saying two different things. I'm talking about the outline.
Yeah.
Right. The outline should be created like through a tool like what she's building, right?
So most course creators will actually manually create the outline,
right.
but we then want to be able to take the outline
And then put it into AI oh no, I have no problem
Yes.
with that. That I'm fine with. It's the outline, right? Because that's what she's talking about. She has a tool, her own framework
Yeah.
for building the outline.
Correct.
And I'll bet you it's 10 times better than anything that ChatGPT is going to spit out.
But make it into a usable platform, right? So
Yeah.
I can build my outline right in this platform and have AI be an assistant as I'm building it out. And then ultimately I should be able to push a button that says generate.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm okay with that, right? Because that goes to the whole, the gummy AI, right? It's the thing that you built, where it's that AI is tailored toward you.
Yes.
She could build an AI that's tailored toward building good courses based off of her frameworks.
Yes.
That I'm perfectly fine with. I have no problem with that.
That's paying. Basically, it comes down to you're paying for structured information.
Yeah.
Right. Like
right.
And now you have a tool that understands how to structure something properly. And yeah, I think people would pay for this stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
They're paying right now. People are paying for book writing assistants. Right. Once again.
Right.
There was a guy they didn't think it was going to be a thing, so they launched a wait list. And on the wait list, they have, hey, how long have you been thinking about writing a book? Would you use AI to help you write the book? What would you be willing to pay monthly for an AI assistant that helps you write this book? And then they just put it out and said, okay, let's see how many people signed up. I forget what the number was that signed up, but it was like mind blowing.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And people were willing to pay quite a bit. And they were like, I guess we're developing this product because there's a market for it.
I mean, think about it. Just forget. Let's say you still want to write the book yourself. AI now helps you edit it.
Yeah.
Right. Where are the mistakes? Where are the pitfalls, etc. That's great.
Yeah.
Think how much time that saves you. How much money that saves you.
Oh yeah.
From not needing an editor or hire an editor to do it.
Yes. Like there's
And so many good things. So many good things coming out.
And it's getting better. Like that's what people need to understand. Like generative AI for writing and all this stuff, it keeps getting better. Not worse.
Yeah.
Like
of course. Well, especially if you trade it.
Oh yeah.
I love the idea of training something to write like you, to think like you. That's a great idea. Most people won't know how to do that. We might want to have a show on that at some point.
Well, it's also because most people aren't paying for the upgraded versions that allow you to do it. Because a lot of that isn't available in the free versions, right? So this is why people like me and other people that are actually paying for this stuff are always going to be ahead, right? The free version of something is never as good as the paid version.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
I think I can say that confidently.
No, you're absolutely right.
But it once again, it allows us to do, it's the difference between you went and bought your tools at Harbor Freight, right?
Right.
And I bought mine from Milwaukee, right? Like your hammer, it's a hammer, just like my hammer.
It hammers.
It hammers, right? It'll put the nail through, but the quality of the tools that we're using and what we can do is not the same. Like, I don't care who you are, what you do. I'm not knocking Harbor Freight, but like some of their like electronic tools, I've gone in there and I'm like, is this like a single use, right?
Yeah.
But for someone that needs to use it for one weekend once a year,
fine.
It's more than
don't give
enough,
it to a roofer.
Right? No, don't give it to a roofer. Don't give it to a carpenter because like they'll kill that thing in a matter of days, right? So, and that's what it comes down to is like pay for tools that are going to benefit you, and then you will get the full experience of what those tools can do. Remember that if you have questions or comments, please drop them below and we will prioritize actually answering the questions on these videos.